some opinions of Adam 22 and Vlad. And we may hit some more clips on this, but I want you guys to listen to this. Adam 22 and Vlad here. Damn, is this not the clip? Shit, there's a clip of him talking about. Damn, I thought I had the clip. Damn, I thought I had it here. Shit, did I miss it? My bad, I'll bring it up. But anyway, Adam 22 and all the other streamers got together, the rap streamers, and they were talking about more or less, how, kind of a victory walk, I guess, in that all these people have been arrested that they've made millions off of at podcasts. And so I wanted to find that clip of him. There are others. We can pivot to that. But any thoughts on that? How these streamers have more or less been broadcasting these crimes and monetizing all at the same time?
Oh yeah, no, John. I think this is. I kind of touched on it a little bit in the monologue. This is the modern day wiretap. This is how it goes now, man. The police chief literally thanked the podcasters, the people on Twitter. I mean, a lot of times crimes and murders are solved on Reddit. People already know. They everything is solved online now. They don't even got to do nothing. So
I want you to listen to this right here.
Yeah.
Check this out, HB Blacks. Listen to this. I'm sure this gets your attention right here. Take a listen. Damn, let me see if I can play this. Who is this? Okay, yeah, I think I can play it. All right, let me put it on the screen here. This is Big U. And he's talking about signing Nipsey Hussle. And I want you to listen to this. Explore.
It doesn't make no sense for us to go get another manager.
Right.
And so we started Nipsey to Unique Music, to my to Ari Mr. Astrodome, to my label, to Unique Music. And then Steve was 10% management and I was 10% management because it didn't make no sense for us to go get another manager.
Right.
And so we started pushing on that. So I signed into it. It was signed to a 10-year production contract, which started in 2009, which will end 2019.
Crazy.
Hello. But I ain't tripping off of that because, it is what it is. But I do have that. You know what I mean? So,
wait, so your deal with Nipsey was 10 years?
It was 10 years.
Was it 10?
It was 10 years, 25% of publishing to Ari Mr. Astrodome.
God damn.
Wow. So 09 to 2019.
09 to 2019.
So technically, Victory Lap.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Wow.
Yeah.
Help me. Okay. Because when I first met Nip,
boom. So I signed Nipsey to Unique Music, to my
what's going on?
To Ari Mr. Astrodome, to my label, to Unique Music.
Yeah.
And then
hold on, let me stop.
Steve was 10% management and I was 10% management because it didn't make no sense for us to go get another manager.
Right.
Okay.
And so we started pushing on that.
This shit.
So I signed into it. It was signed to a 10-year production contract, which started in
Stop this shit.
2000.
Oh, okay. So you guys all heard that, right?
Yep.
Sorry about that. So what he's saying is he signed the guy to basically, that's damn near a lifetime in rap.
That's a slave deal right there.
Yeah, 10 years. Yeah, that's crazy.
And right at the end of the 10-year deal, boom, he's dead. He said, well, I got that. And apparently you guys fell out, him and Nipsey. There's some other clip of him and Nipsey falling out. And it just made me think, like, damn, these guys are taking over the gangster role that the record companies played. But they're killing people, right? Like, because apparently they're saying he killed someone for just fucking over his studio time. Big U did, right? That's the guy that was out in the desert that he killed, or allegedly. And it's like, damn, like these guys are gonna be wanting to do business with the record label when these guys get to killing them. Anyway, interesting. You guys have any thoughts on that?
I just don't understand why these people sign these label deals with these production entities, man. I mean, I've had opportunity to do stuff like this, and it's just immediately you can see the okie doke. And you're like, why would you do it? I remember I had an opportunity to sign with this group. They were called the Underdogs, whatever. They had connections through the lead singer from Troop and a couple other people. And I'm like, and I read that contract. I was like 18 years old. I'm like, what? I'm looking at this contract and I'm like, man, this is a 360 deal. You know, before I knew what 360 deals were, but it didn't make any sense. I'm like, they're telling me if I do anything, they own everything. So why would Nipsey sign with this dude? Did he not know what sort of person this was? I don't know.
Well, he may not,
whatever.
He may not have many options there. HB, have you seen this? You guys, have you seen? 1 second. HB, have you seen? Blacks, have you guys seen this? This is a black lady who was a victim of Big U. Almost remind me of George Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look.
Okay.
And crying all day, y'all. Like, I just came from Miami doing an interview with Tasha K. And when she dropped that interview, you guys are going to understand so fucking much. For years, I have carried shit with me that people's done to me, made me lose. And I haven't said shit. You understand me? Nothing. I haven't said nothing. I carried that shit. And these niggas, black men, are so, you guys are so.
Man.
I don't put much stock into crying women who deal with scoundrels.
Well, listen to what she's saying.
Fucked up towards women in this industry, bro. Like, so nothing. I carried that shit. And these niggas, black men, are so, you guys are so fucked up towards women in this industry, bro. Like, this shit has made me angry over the years, and I didn't understand it because I've been dealing with fucking trauma. This nigga, Big U. I told Tasha K everything this man did to me, jumped on me while I was pregnant, beat me, locked me in a fucking spot, made me almost lose my baby, and I had a fucking salary job at K-Day. The nigga made me lose every fucking thing, everything, and I carried it. It smutted my name, and all I wanted to do was fucking work. I've been dealing with this shit and holding this shit in for fucking years, bro. Y'all have no clue. Years I get into it
I really
years,
don't care.
I be so fucking angry because of what this nigga did. I can't trust nobody. And then I help somebody and they cross me. Then a person smut me out and lie on my name. It is.
Did you say she slut her out?
Damn.
Yep.
She was getting the gangbang. I think she was a part of a gangbang. Damn.
It's SKG. I think she was married to someone. I'm not sure who she's married to. One of these rappers or something like that. I don't know. I forget who she was married to, but apparently she was very much happy to see Big U go to jail.
Okay. Yeah.
That's who she's referring to.
Oh well, you know.
Yeah, that
You know, when I hear
that comes with the industry.
Yeah, it does.
With these women, they gotta get smutted out, man. They gotta go through the gauntlet. They gotta get the trains ran on them, man. You know, that's how they get ahead.
Yep.
I wonder if she knew. It seemed like
It's been happening.
It seemed like she.
No, whatever. It's been happening since.
Go ahead.
I'm saying it's been happening since time immemorial, man. You know, this isn't a new phenomenon. White people were doing it. Indians do it. You know, you're a woman coming through the industry and you don't have protection. You don't have a man to protect you. That man that's protecting you is the catalyst for your smutting. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah, indeed.
I don't know what they expect. They think they're going to be different. These people are crazy, man. This is her fault.
Let me play a little bit more of this.
So many people that I have fucking helped. So many people I put money in their pocket. I feel like I can't take this shit no fucking more. I almost lost my fucking life because of this nigga Big U. Because of what he did to me. And Tasha K was the only person who said she would tell my story. Y'all have no idea what I
tell her story.
Like
lifetime deal.
It seemed like he kidnapped this woman.
No,
you know what I mean. Like
she wants a lifetime deal.
I mean,
she wants a lifetime deal.
But these people don't seem to be able to operate.
I do it. You trying to get paid.
But these people don't seem to be able to operate business in normal fashions, where it's like brute force, violence.
What do you mean? Tell me. What do you mean?
You know, like why does all the violence have to come into play for in this?
Because it's about power.
Right.
Yeah, man, brother, listen, let me tell you. It's just about power. I can do whatever I want to you. My greatest depraved thoughts I can exercise on you, and you won't do it. You won't do a thing. It has nothing to do with tit for tat. It has everything to do with what can I do to you and get away with. That's it.
It just seems weird.
I can put it does seem real because, for better or worse, you got some sort of ethos about yourself. But these are people who have no ethos. These people are like, I got all this money and all this time. I can do whatever I want. I'm bored. So I'm going to stick this stick up your ass and you're not going to call the police on me. And if you do, I'm just going to lie and say that you're lying and you're going to come back and I'm going to do it all over again. This is what I'm telling you. It's just torture and they can do it. People at this level, people with this amount of depravity, they don't care, man. They just want to cause harm. That's it. Yeah, she let it happen because she likes her lifestyle.
Let her tell her all she wanted to do was work, but I mean, sheesh.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. And that's why she didn't call the police. And that's why she's getting online right now with her crocodile tears so that she can tell, she wants the tabloids to get a hold of, TMZ, pay her $100,000 to tell her story. You heard what she said, tell my story, constantly. She could have told her story to the police.
Yes, she did. I can't dispute you there. Here's another video of Big U here. We'll just play it. We won't put it on the screen. We'll just play it. It's Big U. Let me know if you can hear this.
No, I can't. We can't hear it. I can't hear it anyway.
1 second.
Nigga told prisoner of war. Okay, in the prison.
You hear now you speak?
Yeah. Loud and clear.
This is Big U talking to Whack 100.
The fuck that be?
The nigga told him
POW,
nigga told prisoner of war.
Okay, in the prison.
Yeah, when I was in prison, I was a prisoner of war.
You was a prisoner of war.
Yes, sir.
You did the fucking crime that they did. Thank you. God damn it. The fuck is he talking about?
The fuck are you talking about?
What do you mean? So you was in prison for no reason? Did you get caught?
I was in prison. I was working for my people.
You was working.
The fuck? So
modern day Robin Hood. Listen, you know what? I'm not going to even say nothing because I can't. You was really working for your people, right?
Yes, I was.
Okay, so trunks and all that type of shit. All that was incorporated.
I was pushing the agenda.
So your agenda involved
was cleaning the neighborhood.
Trunks and rope.
I was bagging my victims.
Closets.
Yeah, I was bagging
in dark places.
I was bagging my victims. I was bagging my victims.
Closets.
Yeah, I was bagging
in dark places.
I was bagging my victims.
Now was this acts happening against your people or for your people?
I was helping my people to advance.
So Whack, you went in at 16?
The last time, yeah.
Okay.
I was a solid.
Did you go in as a youth?
No, I just time.
I started doing time like 11 years old.
Because the fuck that be?
The nigga told him motherfucker.
POW, nigga told prisoner of war.
It almost seemed like Whack was bragging about going to prison at 11. He had to one up the other nigga. Like, man, I went to prison at 11 years old. Right? Did you catch that? Like, Whack,
yes, I did.
Whack had to one up. Man, I went to prison.
What did he say?
So Whack.
He said, I went to.
Go ahead, Whack. Go ahead, Blacks.
He said, I went to prison at 11 years old. They were trying to one up one another with their depravity. Right. They're saying it's their badge of honor. I went to prison before you. I've been in prison. I've been in the penal system since I was a child.
Right.
It's a badge of honor. It's to keep that persona.
And see, the Big U never went to. I guess he never went to juvenile prison. He went to male prison. So whatever the crimes he did as a juvenile, he didn't get caught or wasn't punished. Whack doesn't seem like he did much time in prison. Relative to, he seemed like he spent most of his time in juvenile prison. And so he has to kind of validate himself in front of this guy, this Big U guy. And he had Big U right there just admitting to crimes that he committed. Did you notice it? Like, yeah, I tied people up, put them in the trunk. I mean, like, what the fuck? That's why
I think Whack 100 is I think he's a government informant, honestly, because the way he gets these guys so comfortable to just, admit all their crimes and stuff. Like, yeah, this guy working with the feds, man. Something ain't right.
Has he been trained to get them to talk like that?
This seems like some CIA training, man.
That's where I was headed to. Like, are these people being trained to talk like that? To get their, their
No, man, it's not hard to get people to talk. Just talk to them. He's just talking to them. I don't think he's trained or anything. Could he be an informant? Absolutely. But the man, if it's one thing Whack 100 like to do, it's tough. So, utilize the skill that you were born with. Utilize the skill that you were born with and get these other idiots to snitch on themselves. Does it take much for them to snitch on themselves? How many times have you seen these guys go on Vlad TV? Well, just ask them a simple, stupid question. And then they answer it, like they are immune to repercussion. It's crazy, man. These people don't know how to study to be quiet and to do their own business, man. Of course, you tell them what you want them to know, but why would you tell them actual facts about a situation that really happened? People are so
well, I think if you look at it from like a psyop perspective, you would study people. You notice some people.
Yeah, I have.
If you notice certain people, certain criminal classes, ironically like to do shit and be recognized for it. Right? It's kind of almost like sadistic in a way, right? They want likes and streams. They may want to rap about it. And so
you're right. You're right.
It's like,
But but I'm just asking why, John. That's what I'm saying. These people are touted to be so intelligent. How many times have you heard, if this young man, how many times have you heard it, John? Oh, go ahead. You're playing something. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, I mean play. Go ahead.
I was saying, how many times have you heard, if this young man would have taken all that time that he's been selling dope, he'd be a CEO. He'd be one great CEO. How many times have you heard that? I've heard it all my life.
That has been a
and about talking about how intelligent they are. It's insane.
HB, you're gonna love this. You might need to pull over.
Let's go.
The notorious LA killer serving life in prison without the possibility of parole reportedly strangled his wife to death during a conjugal visit.